Hi everyone, I'm meteorologist Rusty McCranie. Welcome to Weather Express, your weather in 5 minutes. Start the clock. Friends, we are going to see severe weather beginning to outbreak in portions of the plains through the Great Lakes in the coming days. This is going to impact portions of the Midwest as well. We're actually going to start off today with what's been happening in the mid-Atlantic states. Unfortunately, we've had some significant flooding in portions of the Carolinas, Virginia, into portions of Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Maryland as well. Huge slug of moisture with this broad area of low pressure that's basically been moving very slowly up I-95 and the East Coast in general. Still extremely heavy rain from the Richmond area right back down towards Raleigh-Durham. Another big batch of rain towards the New York City area as well. When I show you guys the local storm reports over the last couple of hours here, you see all those green liquid water droplet icons there. It's all flooding. It's all rain. It's all big problems. Jersey right now, the worst of it. But I take you back into Richmond, and again, you can see all lanes of local highways are closed in some areas because of the significant flooding that they've been seeing. Now, unfortunately as well, this is going to at least continue for the next day, maybe day and a half in a couple of areas. It's not going to be completely dry until about 2 days from now when this system finally pulls away. But hopefully some of those significant rain gets out of the flood-prone areas that we're already seeing. We've had a few thunderstorms moving through portions of the southeast for today. It's been warm and dry back down towards Florida as temperatures in some spots have reached the 90s. Speaking of 90s, you've got that through the southern plains right now. Oklahoma, Dallas, on south towards San Antonio, Houston, well above 90 degrees for daytime highs. This is the area for our next opportunity for severe weather. And I know this system doesn't look extremely organized right now, but in a short term, it's going to be. When we take a look at the current warnings that are into play right now, we're just starting to see the first active weather develop in the western sides of South Dakota, northern Nebraska, with generalized showers and thunderstorms in the western Great Lakes. The risk of severe storms today is actually slight, 2 out of 5 from Bismarck, North Dakota, back down through portions of Nebraska. You have another area again of a marginal risk for the areas that I've already mentioned that kind of snakes back into portions of Illinois and Indiana as well. Back out to the west coast right now. Showers and storms Intermountain West. Beautiful day along the west coast in general right now. Temperatures are very seasonable for this time of the year. No big weather threats there. There is a small craft advisory up and down the west coast. We have a lot of wind in the Four Corners, especially in New Mexico. Again, all the flood threats, especially in Maroon right now. And this is where we're going to really start to see the active weather, Dakotas, into the western Great Lakes, and eventually into the Midwest as well. So let me break this down for you guys. We'll start off with our HRRR model, high resolution rapid refresh model. Again, I told you that system doesn't look spectacular at this moment, but it quickly wraps up as it gets out of the Intermountain West and into the plains. Very low friction, a ton of very hot, dry air coming in from the south will spin up this low. And along the south edge and the southeast sides, we're going to have multiple rounds of severe weather for places like the Dakotas, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Indiana, Illinois, Michigan, and portions of the Midwest overall for the coming days. You can see on the southern flank of this, we could actually have some discrete storms. And I want to be clear about this. For both tomorrow and the next day, there is the opportunity for some strong long track tornadoes. The risk for tomorrow is going to be for Wisconsin across Lake Michigan, southwest sides of Michigan, into the Chicago area in the northern sides of Indiana. So this does include places like Green Bay and Milwaukee as well. Enhanced risk, 3 out of 5 on the scale. Slight risk surrounds that bullseye, and then you have your marginal risk, which extends all the way to the East Coast, back to portions of North Carolina and Virginia as well. And then 2 days from now, that risk slips a little bit farther south. Now it's Indianapolis, Bloomington, Louisville, Evansville, back down towards the St. Louis area under that enhanced risk for storms. You saw that on the HRRR model when I show you that again. Those are the cluster of storms 2 days from now that could bring, again, all modes of severe weather, winds of over 70 miles an hour, some long track tornadoes, and some extremely large size hail in a couple of spots. Again, clusters of storms along the United States East Coast. Generally south of that, we're going to be relatively dry. hot, dry, and windy into the Four Corners area, but we will get another Pacific storm beginning to move back in. So the I-5 corridor of both Washington and Oregon will continue to see some heavier rain beginning to redevelop. When we take a look at that total precip here, it's going to look like this. Not only are we going to get some severe weather, but you're going to see some areas of the Dakotas, 5 to 6 plus inches of rain. We'll have some heavier storms again over the Great Lakes, another secondary area over the Ohio Valley, and some spots that have had the flooding threats from North Carolina up to New Jersey and out west towards West Virginia could still see some additional flooding rains over the next 48 hours. Friends, I'm out of time, but obviously it's an active pattern. Make sure that you stay weather aware. Appreciate you making Weather Express a part of your daily routine. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel and liking this video. Let me know in the comment section below where you're viewing from. Have a great rest of your day, and I'm back tomorrow with the latest 5-minute forecast.